Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lina, and welcome to my business and marketing tips show. This is my first show here in social media marketing news channel in the talk of San Diego, and I'm very excited to be here with you today. And I will be doing the live videos here, both in English and my mother language, which is Estonian. But today's topic and talk will be in English, so you are very welcome to listen to it and share it with other people if you are finding it very useful to know. So maybe it's better if I talk a little bit about myself, so for you to get to know me, and then we go to today's topic, which is the importance of knowing your own why. So a little bit about myself. I am doing business and marketing trainings for entrepreneurs mainly, and currently also doing training social media managers in Estonian company, and which is going great. But my focus mostly is to help entrepreneurs to get out of the being stuck situation or state, and also develop their own brand, which is based on their unique abilities, and to separate them from all the competition in businesses. So these are my specialties. And my knowledge and my how to do the teachings all come from my personal experience and the trainings I have participated in. So yeah, this is a brief introduction about myself, and if you have any more questions during the live show, then, and even after the live show, I'm glad to answer your questions. So let me know if you want to know anything about me. But mainly, as I do my trainings as well, I also share here today with you a little piece of my own story, and as I do in the trainings as well. My trainings are all about my own life experience and the stories, that the real stories that I have come through in my life, which well, I don't know if unfortunately or fortunately have been pretty like American roller coaster. So yeah, you are welcome to hear more about my shows and keep updated with me. So anyway, today, as I promised, we are talking about the importance of knowing your own why. And why is it important? It's important both in business or in marketing. It doesn't matter if you are an entrepreneur or if you are a marketing specialist or manager. Knowing your why and your business why, who you're working to, or employer why, is important, because this way, well, the result of knowing your real why, that comes from your deepest heart, would say, then you lose such thing as procrastination, or you keep your focus on the jobs you need to do, and also you get much more better results in business and in marketing than with less time than you did so far. So that's the importance of knowing your why. But how do you ask yourself, or how do you find your why? Well, the story with me and then my why was that I started my marketing business for about 6-7 years ago, maybe, and my business experience or experience as an entrepreneur is mainly 10 years almost. I got my first business when I was it was 2009, but marketing business was started in about 6 years ago. But And then I developed the idea that it was like a logical step for me, because I had the knowledge, I had education in marketing, and I also, my last job as an employee was marketing manager in Volvo Trucks in Estonia, and which was a great job for me. But anyway, my desire have always been to be an entrepreneur and build something from the beginning up to successful company. And but the problem is that well, actually there was no problem. I was self-confident, I did everything that I knew about business, and I was just ready to rock and roll. And then about 3 years after I was doing the business, I started to acknowledge a blueprint in my business, that no matter what I do, I still get on the same level, and nothing else changes. It was like a roller coaster, I would say. I started from here, went up, the results was about this level. Okay, then it didn't go further. Then I changed my strategy, and I, let's say, started again from the beginning, and again to the same level. And this way I continued to work in different strategies. And I was thinking that, what is wrong with me, with my business? Why is not everything developing as I wanted to see it, or why it's not growing? And I talked to other entrepreneurs and some mentors that I had this time, and they really didn't know what to say to me, because it seemed like I was doing everything right. And so I realized, as I was also working on myself, or were in the self-development area, my friends were there, and I knew that some things happen because of us, or happen because or don't happen because of our beliefs, for example. And when I started to see the blueprint, that it's not working, nothing is working for me, then I started to look for the reason for myself. I knew at one point, I realized that it has to be me. The reason has to be me. So I started to work with a coach. Well, that's another long story about me and the coach's relationship. But I got a good coach, and she made me realize that I have a big problem, and if I don't solve this problem, my business won't grow any further on. And the problem is that I had the wrong why. Why did I want to be an entrepreneur after all? It was a shocking question for me, because I never, first of all, I never thought about this. Why did I really want to be an entrepreneur? I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur from the beginning of my childhood memory, I would say. Probably it's because my father was an entrepreneur, and my grandparents was entrepreneurial, could say, as we had this Soviet Union history. We were under Soviet Union occupation and everything. There wasn't really a possibility to be an entrepreneur, but they tried to manage themselves by independently, would say, and so they were entrepreneurial as well. And so I had this example in my life, and I thought it came from there. But the real reason, long story short, was that my why did I wanted to be an entrepreneur, was that I wanted to prove myself to somebody. And that somebody was really my father, who is not living anymore, unfortunately. And that was a huge shock for me. Who wants to be somebody to prove herself to someone, and that someone is not living not even in the living person anymore? So this was a huge negative block or self-belief in me, and so I had to find out what's my real why. Do I even want to be an entrepreneur? Why do I want to be an entrepreneur? what's the thing for me, what are my strengths, what is the unique thing about me that separates me from all the other people, and what separates my business from all the other businesses, and so on. And during this process, I also gained the real clarity about my niche, about my unique abilities, as I said, and my branding and everything. So it's a long way to come here, but and the result is that, as I told you, that I have better results with much less time that I put my effort in the work. I don't have focusing problems. I don't have mostly I don't have the procrastination or productivity problems. I just, when I work, then I just know what I need to do, and then I do it, and that's great. Anyways, why is it important to know your why? Is also that if you're, let's say you want to be a social media manager in some business, you don't own a business, but you want to work for somebody, then if you know your own why do you really want to do it, then you have to ask from your employer why you do what you do. And then you can see if your why and their why, your missions, go together. If they're not, then you don't have the passion for this work. Your values are different, and that's why you're not happy at one point, and your job is not fulfilling. And for entrepreneurs, why to know your why? Well, this is, first of all, you, as I said, the focus, productivity, and everything, and you just get the better results, and you do your business also with passion. You don't get to the stuck statement, let's say. Well, you might get there. There probably is then other reasons why you're stuck, other beliefs or blueprints that you have, or habits, and so on. But if you're clear about your why, then this is so big benefit that you can do for yourself and your business. And as I have also given birth during this time for 2 baby girls, then my business is not, as a team wise, it's not that big as it was then 3 or 4 years ago. But when I started to look for the answers why my business is not growing, my team is not that big, but the results are the same, and my working hours are, well, right now about 4 hours per week. So the results are much better now. And now when my kid is going to kindergarten, then they will be even better. So my point today for you is that look for your why. Maybe you find a blueprint in your business or as a marketing specialist, and why can't you bring better results for your employers, for example, or the businesses you work for, and start looking for the reason. Why did you want to become an entrepreneur doing your own business, or why did you want to become a marketing specialist? Why is it so important to you? So anyway, start looking for your why and find it. And one hint maybe to find it is that your why is hiding in the mission statement, or why do you care for, let's say, the question helped me. What is your ideal world looking? How is it looking? What's your ideal world? My ideal world is where everybody works, is how to say it? My ideal world is where everybody works is doing work with something they're passionate about. And of course, as I'm very eager into freedom and everything, I love entrepreneurship, but you need to earn at least living with the things you are passionate about. So my world, my ideal world is like this. And today, my why is that I'm helping people to get there. And my target audience is entrepreneurs. And yes, even entrepreneurs don't know their real whys and their real businesses, their real passions, and how to earn better income with something that fulfills their life, would say. They are doing it in the wrong reasons, like I was doing it. So go deep. Answer the question, what is your ideal world looking like? And there comes your mission statement. And then there is hiding your why as well. And if you need help, of course, I'm there for you. And you can ask questions under this live video, or write me personally, or contact me through Differize, or my own website, leenarukki.com. And just don't be afraid. Courage is license for money, would say. And just ask the question. And if you find this video useful for your friends as well, or your family, then share it. And if you like it, then at least give me a like. I wish you a nice evening today, and we'll see you in English next week, next Monday. Bye-bye. Take care.